Hello and welcome back to round 4 of BPRL and how we always do it today. I'm here with my co-coms, Yxnglightz again.
You right?
Yeah.
Indigo?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to see what BPRL can bring for us after such an exciting race last week at Austria.
Yeah, another exciting race in Austria, and it's the British GP, which can provide many good races, so I hope the same thing happens this week. We did see some carnage and chaos in last week's race, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully the drivers have sorted itself out and left their arguments on the other track instead of this track.
Hopefully Codemasters can as well. Also we saw some good penalties last week. Kind of glitched the game and moved people down 10 places instead of 5.
That's two people. I remember. I can't remember who it was actually. I forgot now.
I think it was MMT Lion.
Oh yeah.
And ILRT Pat.
It was definitely one of the ILT. It was Pat because he put it on Twitter, didn't he? So it was ILT Pat and M&T Lion because I don't. They're supposed to get a 10-second. Oh God! I just checked the comment section, and I've already been roasted.
This track is very famous. It used to be a World War II base. We have a lot of famous corners. We have Megas and Beckett's. I don't really know. I know the corners are famous. I just keep forgetting the names. We have what other corners do you have?
Maggis and Beckett's. We have Brooklands, Luffield, Woodcut.
Yes.
We have Stowe. We have Vale Club.
Oh, I kind of forgot about them. I think there's 18 tons around here, and it's a 5.326 kilometer track. So we got a short qualifying session before we head to the 50% race. Hopefully this race can be as exciting as the last race in Austria, but less incidents.
I heard that someone said about rain, so I don't know if that's true or not, but if they do their custom weather, so we might see some rain. It tends to rain quite a lot in the British GP.
Yeah, it'll be quite exciting. I don't. Did they mention whether it was going to be in the rain or the race?
I think. I don't know. They didn't mention it. They just said rain in the comment section, so I was just thinking about the race. But it'd be nice to see a bit of rain come in. Good luck, BJ. Hello, Ninja. How many gearboxes? How many gearboxes have you gone through in total? About 100.
I'm excited to see what BPR can bring. It was such a brilliant race last race. I'm really looking forward to see what these guys can bring us again here today at BPRL. Is it season 1.5?
Yeah, season 1.5 again. 1.5 is that? So I thought it'd be like season 1 to season 2, but 1.5. I don't. Is it at the middle of the season? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure. I think it may be 1.5. They might be doing like a mini season because the new F1 2020 game's coming out.
Oh,
know, maybe that or
We can hear some of the guys firing up the engines, and we're about to see who comes first out on track. There's a 19 here today. We've got an Alfa Romeo coming out.
Yeah, I think that's Spies, and behind him is Sectors. I think we should talk about the racing points because they had incredible races last week. Especially they tried to do a little bit of teamwork against ILRT Timon, but Timon did seem to have the upper hand. He actually won last week, so a good race to him.
Look at the clouds, mate. Look at the clouds. You reckon there might be a bit of rain coming towards the session soon?
I do reckon so. I do think just towards the end, I think there will be a lot of rain. Hence, that's why we only see 2 drivers on the medium compound tyres. I think these guys just want to get the times in and they want to be done. It is just Chris and Q-Tip on the tyres. Oh yes, Q-Tip had a brilliant race last week, didn't he?
I think he started down in P12 or 13. Definitely one of those 2 places outside the top 10. We didn't see what strategy he went on. I presume he did mediums to softs or soft to medium in Austria. He finished in P4. And he was just pretty anomalous in the race. We didn't really see much of him.
It was a great race. Well, I'm still looking forward to see what this race can bring us. Do you know who we're missing today?
Say it again, mate.
Do you know who we're missing today?
Missing? Oh no, mate. I don't check the drivers. I don't really know who's here and who's not these days.
I think it's gonna be Spies, who's actually going to be the first one to set a lap time in that Alfa Romeo. He is a fast driver. He was doing a great race with his teammate LRBJ last week. but there was a couple incidents towards the end of the race. But here he is about to start his lap here at the British Grand Prix.
Hopefully they don't come to blows again like they did in Austria. It's turn 3. They went down in the middle between the Haas driver and his teammate, like you said, and didn't end well whatsoever. It comes down into turn 3 then. Wide entry. I thought it would take a late... Oh, he spun the car around. I think he clipped the curb. I think he's supposed to take a late entry through there, not really hit the apex as much as he would do to the other corners, but he's got... Oh.
Just Chris been disqualified. I don't know if that's true, you know, because there's been some glitches. But he's actually, yeah, he's actually parked on the pit lane. I think he might have tried to reverse.
Did he spin in the pit lane?
I'm not sure. I think the traction might be very hard to control around the British Grand Prix, especially turn 3, as we saw what happened to Spice. So I do believe that it will be sectors, the first guy to do a lap time. So he's going to be setting the bar early. He's going to be setting the bar. We're going to see who can go faster and, you know, who can just go underneath him.
Slight lift through Cops there. I don't think it's fully flat out of Cops, but we're coming through Maggins and Beckett's, just gradually getting slower as you enter each corner. Then the slowest of them all. Now we're coming to the end on the Wellington Straight. No, this is the Hager Straight, isn't it? Hager Straight.
I think so, yeah.
102.7. I actually see that. That's a good middle sector. I think I've been setting 103s in the middle sector. This looks like it's going to be a good lap time considering it's only early parts of qualifying. Whether you're allowed to abuse the Stows glitch, I don't know or not. Because I've seen people take it wide a lot.
Coming around the final corner, he's looking to do absolutely incredible time of 1:26.3, right off the chart. That's a very, very strong time to start off with. I think it is Q-Tip to come up look on 1:7. He's not that far off, and he also is on medium tyres. But I must say, some very strong tyres being put together. Do you think we can see people getting to the 125s today?
Oh, we're getting very close. High 125s. But third place man went very wide to the last corner, and that should have been a validation for going extremely wide, but he's completed his lap in third place. Who
do you like? After we see a couple of lap times in, I think we should try guess who would be the top 3 for pole position. You know,
I love T-Timer. I'm very interested to see what he could do, Yxnglightz. Oh, Ryan's gone quicker, so 1:26.2. We're getting closer and closer.
The racing points again, they're just on fire. They had like absolutely brilliant qualifying. I think they did qualify 2nd and 4th last week. Maybe
second
they could get a front row today as they currently sit on the front row, or maybe the ILRT guys can do something about it.
They both gave each other slipstream, but towards the end of qualifying they didn't give each other slipstream because they wanted to get ahead of each other. Both in 2nd and 3rd. Ryan out qualified his teammate Sector. Apologies for the noise in the background if you could hear it. ILRT Timon is about to start his flyer lap. We've got a bit of traffic coming towards the old pit straight. They're all slow in laps, I think. Sector's back in the pits. Trying to find a guy that's on his flying lap or close to coming towards the line.
I do think Timon actually invalidated. He's already on 1 lap old stuff, so he's going to be out. Oh, Spirus Virus, 5-place grid penalty with Lego Minecraft. So hopefully he don't go down the grid like the other drivers did last week, but very unlucky for him there.
Could be a 10-second time penalty knowing this track. I think I actually know who we're missing. Gavin. Yeah. Oh, ILRT Timon, a bit slidey through Brooklands. Now coming to Luffield. Just double short shifting through there. Coming towards the end of Luffield now into Woodcut, the old pit straight. Start straight, sorry. As we come into Cops. He took it flat out through there. I'd never took it flat out through there. If I'd tried to, I think I'll go off the track. Coming into Maggis and Beckett's. Is it a flat out corner?
Oh, he's doing very good here.
A 103.5. Now sector second, middle sector was a 102.7, so he's a bit down in the second sector.
He went pole last week. Do you think he may be able to get 2 poles in a row? Very strong showing from the Renault driver here. He's gone into the pits.
Yeah, I don't think it was a particularly good lap time from him. So he's in the pits. Plenty of time left, 11 minutes of this session. And who else is out there on track? Can't believe just Chris got disqualified. How did he get disqualified?
I'm not even sure. A bit shocking. I think it was because he spun in the pit and just tried to reverse, but very dangerous there. I think Cam's the only driver on the lap, but he's yet again invalidated. Spies and Pats both on outlaps, but as we've seen, most of the grid set times. Who do you think could be top 3 today?
Wow, Cam's in the pits. Top three. I would say Ryan, Sector, or ILRT Timon. One of those three. If it's not,
I think.
then probably Jay Frocher because he's been showing some good pace. Compassion
Yeah,
maybe. I know Compassion's got some decent pace around here. I've seen him in my other league race.
These guys could have some pace. They could be underdogs. I think it will be Timon to take the pole once again, alongside ILRT, Pat, and Ryan for third. That's what I think. But we're gonna have to see. We still got 10 minutes left, and I think that's just enough for drivers to do 2 laps. If they could stretch it, they could do 3 laps. But we're gonna see some good lap times being put in now. As we see quite a lot of drivers out on out laps. I don't think it's gonna be raining here because it looks like everybody's calmed down. I don't think everybody went out at the start. I think it might be raining towards the end or maybe in the race. So
my bet's the race. My bet's the race. I think I'm on board with Spice, like you said, on a lap. On the hanger straight, his teammates just behind him. I think those two are preparing each other for a slipstream later on BJ's possible lap. Going out wide, Duster. I've seen a lot of people do that, including myself.
Yeah, I think you can cut it a bit. I'm going through that corner, especially on time trial as well, definitely.
Damn it, Ninja, damn it. As he comes round the final corner, it's a 26.8 and he goes up into 5th place.
Oh.
Nope, that's his first lap time.
That was a good time there, 6.8. Looks like he's slowing down, so obviously he's wanting to get slipstream to LRBJ here.
There's quite a lot of people on that out lap, so I hope BJ doesn't get caught in traffic. He is on his flying lap. He's behind his teammate who's going to give him some slipstream through this short Wellington straight. I would have gave it on the hanger straight, but this works as well. What's his first sector going to be like? It's going to be a 27 point... Oh, it says outlap now. It's just glitched to outlap. I don't know what it was. I think it was 27.1 or 2 for sure as he exits Luffield. On the power he goes, now coming through Woodcut. Now heading towards Stoke. Cop, sorry. Takes it through 6th gear, so I've seen people do it differently. 6th gear, 7th gear, and people lifting off. I've not seen a lot of people go flat out through there. I actually don't know if it's a flat out corner or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for people to see who's on laps coming towards the final sector. Quite a lot of them are actually on hot laps. I do think LRBJ is actually on a hot lap because I think if he was on the out lap, he would be saving the ZRS. So I think it was just a glitch in the game here, as it says out lap on my screen. But he is coming around the final corner now, so we're probably going to see a time from the Alfa Romeo driver. Can he be up there with his teammate Spies?
As he crosses the line, where could he go? He goes up into 7th place.
He's broke the Mercedes. And it looks like, I think from the last race and this race, it does look like it's a battle between the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeos. But MMA Slash, he finds a couple of attempts, he moves his car into P4 as a 26.7. And 3rd, 4th and 5th all in 26.7. It's going to be quite a close qualifying. But the racing points are 4 or 5 attempts in front. These guys are going to be up there. But I still want to see what ILRT Timon and ILRT Pack can do.
That's a 26.1 from Ryan.
Jesus Christ.
We're close to 25.
Lego Minecraft coming around the final corner. He's also fast. He moves up into P2 and he breaks the front row lookout. I've actually raced with Lego Minecraft before. He's quite a fast driver, so it's exciting to see what he can do. Same with Zeros. He comes around the final corner, puts his car up into P9.
Where did that come from, Lego Minecraft? Because he was on his first flying lap time, so showed some good pace. We're about to see some more of him as the qualified session ends. I'm on board with Philippi. Philippi coming around Stowe. Let's see if he goes wide too. I've seen a lot of people go wide. Yep, he goes wide too. That's quite out wide.
Compassion coming around the final corner. He's 2 attempts up on his time. Gonna see what he can do. This will be a very great time. He puts his car onto the 2nd row into P4. Compassion had a great race last week in Austria. Let's see if he can do the same here at the British Grand Prix. I think Timon's gonna be coming around the corner now.
Philippi went up to 12th place. Timon, I'm going on board with him through Vale. New Zealand cam's left again. As he comes around the final corner, where can he place his car for his first flying lap? Oh, 26.6 in 5th place.
It's a strong time to start off with. I mean, this is probably his first lap time. His first one was a 1:38, probably just a banker lap. He does have time to do 1 or 2 more, so we're going to see some real quick lap times being put in towards the end here. Spyrus actually had a little bit. He went off a Magus Beckett. He's off the track. There.
I'm on board with Q2. Did you predict that Lego Mine will go into 2nd place there?
I didn't predict Lego Minecraft at all. Wait, did I? I think no. I predicted ILRT Pat, ILRT Timon, and Ryan, I believe.
A mold ball with Q-Tip as he comes round Brooklyn, Luffield, sorry. Get confused between the two. He's also one of them on the flying lap. Who else on the flying lap? Our Stall Toast is somewhere. There he is.
ILRT Pat, he's also coming around the final corner. Gonna see what he can do. He showed some really good pace last week apart from the penalty. Oh! Puts his car into P3. I mean, this is going to be a great battle for pole position from ILRT Ryan all the way down to FST Spies. They're all in the 126s, all separated by under a second. This is going to be a great battle for pole position, especially the top 5. These guys are so bunched together, and in the race we might see some epic side-by-side action, especially in an incredible track like this here at Britain.
Here comes Q-Tip then coming towards the final 3 corners. Vale and Club, I think. Rides the curb, and he comes round the final corner. Where can he place his Ferrari? Can he get in the 26s? 27.0s, and he goes up into 13th place. Right, who else is on their lap then? New Zealand Cam, the only one that's not set a flying lap time because he's lagged out twice, and hopefully he can get back in and get a lap time completed for his sake.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much time, but hopefully he can get back in his car and do a lap time, because maybe his car might not be on the starting grid, but hopefully he can get back in very, very soon. Us commentators cannot send an invite, but we hope one of the drivers in the pits can send one. Who's actually on the lap here?
Spies, I'm on board with Spies, coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Then there's a Toro Rosso slightly ahead of us. Well, he's not really, but as he comes on the straight then, hello Gavin, how are you? Why come you're not racing? 1/10 quicker, well 102.8, that's actually quite a good middle sector for Spies. Coming round Stowe then, will he also be one of those drivers to go wide? I don't think no one. Oh, it's raided, I can see a bit of rain. So it's very crucial that Spies completes this lap to get inside the top 10.
Very crucial. Can he do it? Cam literally just joined back the session. This might give him a chance to just move up the grid a couple bits. But Spies up into P7, improved by a couple temps. Very strong time there, puts his car into P7. But I don't know if the rain stays like this, there might be a tiny chance at improving. If not, then this might be the finishing results.
That means Ryan will be on pole position because it's 26.1. I doubt anyone could beat that, especially these conditions being like this. Ryan's safe at the moment. He's on his outlap, so his Lego Minecraft is second place. Also on his outlap, Jay Frocher went up into 3rd place. ILRT Pat stood in the pit, so he cannot improve. Set on his outlap, Compassion stood in the pit. Spies were on board with his teammate BJ. Get a bit sloppy at the exit of Luffield there. As we come through Cops, don't think it's flat out now. We'll still go flat out through there. Takes it down into 6th gear. Coming up to 7th, going through the fast parts of Maggots and Beckett's, absolutely fast through here, flat out through the first 2 corners, then gradually getting slower. The exit of Maggots and Brook, as we come on the straight then, a 103.5, 4/10 down, so that's not an improvement whatsoever. I think these conditions are hindering his performance, and he might have to back out of that while coming in the pits because I don't think he'll improve.
Yeah, the track is starting to get a bit greasy. Yellow flags in Sector 2. There's a Haas going really, really slow. It's the Warris Lander. There's no problem with his car, as we can see, but he's just going a bit slow. Might be letting the faster cars through. We do have the top 3 all on laps. We have quite a lot of cars on the laps. So this is the only question. Are they going to improve here, or is it going to be the end of the session?
BJ retired from the session. Ball with Lego Minecraft slightly has a lift through Cops there, not taking it flat out. Not really bad enough, those conditions. Really, it is going to hinder people's performance. Who's that car ahead? That's Sector. I don't think Sector's on a lap. No, he's on his outlap, so he'll get out the way of the Red Bull soon, which he, well, does now. 2/10 down in the middle sector is Lego Minecraft. And will it be raining in the race, do you wonder?
I'm not sure. It depends on what the weather's looking like at the start. You know, it might be just very cloudy, it might go to sunshine. You don't know. It might be raining, but right now we're looking at rain, and this might be giving us a hint of what it might be looking like for the race.
So make it rain. As it comes round the final corner, 26.5, 2/10 down on his personal best. Not too bad considering what the conditions are like now. Ryan, 4/10 down, so the conditions are hindering people's performances. Last time I think we had a wet qualifying session was probably 2014.
Yeah, It does look like the times, yeah, it doesn't look like no one's going to improve. Lego Minecraft's retired from the session. Looks like he can't actually find a way. Ryan's gone back into the pits. He's retired on pole position. I don't think anybody here is going to improve within the last 50 seconds because the only guys here on laps are ILRT Timon and ILRT Pat. So, are we going to see any improvements here? Because I do think Timon just went purple in Sector 2, so I think he's not going to be giving up on his lap time here. And same with ILRT Pat, he's in Sector 2 here. These are the only two cars on tracks, and these are the only two cars that can make a difference to the grid here. So we're going to see Timon, who's coming around the final couple of corners here, can now come around the final corner. The number 6 driver in the Renault, what can he do? Can he improve?
Yes. 2/10 quicker. Jeez, still improving. He's still improving on these conditions.
Yeah, he moved in front. Oh, and ILRT Pat, he's actually went for a spin. He's went for a spin and he's retired from the session. And that's him out. That is him out. That is him out of quality. So I think I'm finishing results.
Interesting end to qualifying then. A bit of rain to spice up the action there. We'll see what it's like towards the race. I don't think I am. Gavin.
Oh.
Hello, Mats.
It's going to be a very exciting race. Especially the weather. Once again, Racing Point doing another very great performance here in qualifying here at Britain. Let's just have a minute to think that the top 15 are all under 1 second of each other. That is very, very quick. Like this league, all the drivers must be like bunched up very close together. So this is gonna probably produce some excellent battles here today at the British Grand Prix in the race.
I didn't really get to read out the results because it glitched a bit. So last time it rated qualifying in Britain was 2014, I think. 2014 qualifying, Rosberg took pole. It did rain towards the end, but it dried up. Rosberg took pole. Hamilton qualified 6th. Both McLarens actually qualified 2nd and 3rd. Last time it rained in the British GP in the race. Oh, nice sunny sunshine weather, so no problem for the drivers whatsoever. People outside the top 10 probably go for the medium compound tyres. Top 10 after started softs. Give those a chance for a different strategy, and they'll go longer in this race. Then go on the soft tyres to make up the time and try and battle the guys in the top 10. Going to be an interesting one here at the British GP. Expect many DRS trains to happen too. Main places you can overtake, probably turn 3 if you get close enough. Then towards Brooklands you can go side by side with Brooklands and Luffield. Down at Cops, maybe, depending if you get close enough and side by side with them. Down at Cops, Magnets and Beckett's probably no. Not a good place to go side by side. Do a fast corner like that. Coming towards Cops, we'll probably see some more overtaking there. Headed down into turn 17. So yeah, looks like it's going to be an interesting race ahead of us then. Waiting for Spies to ready up. Hopefully no connection issues.
Cam's once again left the session, and I think that has just put his car out of the race. Because I did see Cam leave the session, and also saw his name leave the right hand side of where all the names are as well. So I do think there might be 18 drivers for the race, but I am rather excited to see how this all's going to pan out. I don't know if it's a lobby glitch, because Spies is taking some time to ready up.
Cam's joining back, and like you said, his car's in the garage. And Spies has been told to leave, so I don't think Spies will be racing there if that's the case. A bit disappointed because both Alphas are quite high, aren't they? In Austria and in Britain. So
yeah, they're very consistent. Very consistent.
I'd say that's a bit unfair on Spies for him to leave.
I do think he might get a chance of racing if he leaves. When in the formation lap, he might be able to just take control of his car again, and so on the stop when they get to lights out, he will just be there again. I think Cam's left because he realised
I don't think there's no point of Cam joining because he keeps constantly leaving and rejoining, just indicating that his connection is not really stable enough to join. So I think he might as well stay out and just drop out of this one. Hopefully he has time to sort out his connection, because Spies, we don't look like we're going anywhere soon, and Spies is going to leave the session. Oh, that's a new...
Oh,
Spies is
disqualified.
We're having a restart apparently. Pat's left. Yep, we're having a restart.
Yeah, a lot of drivers have actually left the session here, so I think this is going to give Spies and Cam a chance to join back the session. and have a race. But here, like, I think we could talk about what's happened in qualifying. Like, who are we? Like, what's surprising to see? I think Lego Minecraft showed some brilliant pace. Even though we didn't get pole, it was a brilliant race from him today.
I thought the same, mate. I didn't. Wasn't Lego Minecraft here last week?
I don't think he was here last week. I don't think he was, but he has just come into BPRL and he's told everyone, I'm not here to play around, I'm here to set the times and top the tables, which he's shown here today. So let's see if he can convert this P2 into a race win today. So it's going to be quite exciting to see how everything pans out over the first couple of laps, pit strategy wise as well. I'm looking, it's going to be it's going to be a good race.
LLT timing surprised me a bit though, but to be fair to him, he did. It was raining towards the end of the qualifying session. We could see more potential. He did improve, by the way, even though he was drizzling down a bit on the track. So never know what time he could have done, but we'll find out in the race if he's still got the pace. ...2010 Red Bull Mark Webber. I think won the 2010. No, it wasn't. It was Fernando Alonso who won the 2010 British GP. It was Webber in 2012, or I can't remember. It's the other way around, I think. No, I think Alonso won in 2012, and then Webber won in 2012. No, yeah. It was Alonso who won in 2010. Webber won in 2012. Could have won in 2013, but Rosberg had the pace to hold him off. Webber was on a brand new set of tyres, of course. He got his way through the field. The last car was Rosberg, but Rosberg held him off, and he won the British GP. That was the year we saw loads of punches.
Definitely a lot of punches cut in that year.
I think we had about 4 or 5. One in practice session because I remember seeing it. I was there at the British GP.
Just received an invite from the INRT Pat. So I do think he might be hosting a session today. Yeah, I do think he is. So custom grids. I do believe that the race had custom weather and it was going to be clear for the whole race, hence that's why we see clear weather today. So yeah. So we're going to be looking for towards a very sunny day at the British GP. No wet weather, even though the wet weather might have spiced up a little bit, but it's going to be. I'm looking forward to the race today.
I bet some people are annoyed that the rain came in. I bet they didn't expect it whatsoever. People may be a bit annoyed.
It might have been them cases where on the weather telemetry it said that it was cloudy, but it wasn't like sufficient enough to go onto wet tyres. Like, it might have been raining, but you might have not had to go onto the wet tyres, which that might have just messed up a couple of drivers' laps times.
Especially timing. It did improve though, surprisingly, in those conditions.
Yeah. So it just shows that the Renault driver had some great pace. I think everyone has great pace here today. No one was too far off. Everyone was really close. Everyone's going to be bunched together in the race. I'm like, this is going to be a great race. I think this might be better than Austria here today.
You think? Well,
I do think so.
Depends if there's loads of chaos and all that. The same as Austria. We see. I don't think it was. Well, hopefully we have no chaos in the British GP, just pure side-by-side races, just intense moments. Austrian GP was a bit chaotic towards the end because I bet people were frustrated being DRS trades. They wanted to get past as quick as possible to ensure that they won't get stuck in a DRS trade. Like in Britain, DRS trains will appear, but you don't want to be like in the middle of it or the back of it, of course. It's going to be rather frustrating for those people being at the back of it. They did the moves as quick as they can to try and ensure that they didn't lose loads of times being stuck in that train, and that's what caused that incident. But they're just impatient and it's like, well, I can't be doing this no more. I need to get ahead. That was the mindset of the drivers, because it did get a bit messy towards the end, and people were getting a bit patient towards the end as well. Near the end of the race, like lap 20 above.
As this time we're waiting for more drivers to come to the lobby so we can start. We could talk about Britain here. It is a great track, a lot of twisty turns. The corners are very famous. It has 18 turns to its name, It is a circuit, 3.660 miles, 5.891 kilometers. Lap holder, the lap record holder is Lewis Hamilton. He set a 130.621 in 2017. So, can we see anyone beat the 130.621 today? We'll have to find out.
I think we can. I think we can towards the end of the race. We'll see some people pit towards the end because they just want to go for the fastest lap. It's quite common, so I think we can see it being beaten. Especially these cars.
I think we might be able to see it at the start. Because, as we've had a new lobby set up, everyone will be on fresh tyres. But some people might forget their setups.
True. I've also done it before. Forgot my own setup.
Yeah. That's just probably the one big disadvantage about resetting lobbies. But hopefully everyone remembers their setup and we can have a close race again. Because forgetting the setup, you might be able to lose a second or a lot of temps. So let's see if anyone forgets it or not.
Toast is predicting that he'll put it in the wall for the third time. Hopefully not, Toast. We did see you put it in the wall in Austria. The exit of turn 1, you dropped it on the curb, spun in the wall. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And yeah. Not the only water bottle, of course. We know that. Probably Dark Ninja in the chat will probably remind me of me bottling all the time. And Gearbox, of course. Let's not forget that.
Just believe in yourself, mate. Yeah, We've got 17 drivers. I think we're just waiting for 2 more. And I do believe one of them are Cam. Oh, he's already in the lobby. So we're waiting for Philip and Philip E. And we're waiting for MMA Slash, I think. And then I think we're ready to go. I think some other drivers have actually not come in, winning the teams. Yeah, so, yeah. ILRT time, and he still needs to pick his team. And then you be great for the McLaren and the Mercedes drivers to join, which should just leave the Haas driver with 1 driver. Haas team with 1 driver.
Sorry about the delay, everybody. That's why we need a new game to improve. Well, predictions for the race then. Who is going to win the British GP? What is your predictions?
I don't know. Like, we saw such a close quality. Right now, I think anyone can win it. But you know, the qualifying pace, that might be a whole different story to race pace, you know? Like, these guys might have produced some great times in the race, but that might only be lasting for a couple of laps. Some people might stick it in all the way to the end and just have great race pace, which could be exciting. I think that we will see Jay Frocher win the British Grand Prix alongside Sectors in P2 and ILRT Time will take P3. I do think Lego Minecraft is also a fast driver. Very fast driver. I don't think he will go on the podium today though, but he might be able to come P5.
Both racing points. I don't think they're going to work together this week because one's in first, the other one's in 5th or 6th, so they're quite far apart. But in Austria, they didn't really work well together enough to try and catch Timon. They were just fighting each other, letting each other go, and we didn't really know who was the faster racing point. I think Ryan in the end was the faster racing point.
I'm just gonna go get a bottle of water, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Bye. I don't know what we're waiting for. 19 drivers here. There were 19 drivers here previously. ILRT Timon has not chosen a car yet, so I don't know where he is or what he's doing. It's supposed to be 20 drivers, but Gavin wanted to drop out because he had enough of it. Hopefully Timon chooses a car. A couple of people wanted to ready up, so it should be coming soon. Gonna go check my stats, why don't we? Oh, look at that, 85 wins. Love to see Ninjas wins.
I'm back.
I think we should be going shortly. I don't know what the Kodsky's here. Did we see Kodsky? Kodsky wasn't in the qualifying session, was he? Is he?
Not sure.
I don't remember seeing his name in the qualifying session.
Oh, I do think he was. I do think he was. Yeah.
Are you sure? I
so.
don't remember seeing his name in that qualifying session.
But
Let me go check. I would have definitely talked about him.
I think no, someone else has actually joined the session.
Yeah,
It might have been because remember we had Philippine,
Yeah.
I think,
Where'd he
in
go?
the session. He's actually not in the session anymore, and someone else is in the session. But unlucky Philippine couldn't join us for the race. 19 drivers. I'm still sure we'll have a pretty solid race. So let's see what the drivers can present to us.
We did see Konsky last week, so I think he is a reserve driver. Just a last minute call to replace Philippi. Wherever Philippi is, I don't know, but hopefully he's alright. As we finally go into the race, then hopefully no more technical difficulties.
Alright, we're just waiting for Pat Worislander and Virus to ready up. I'm looking forward. Do you think there's going to be a formation up on after we had the session glitch?
Yeah, there's got to be a formation lap. I think there is going to be. We didn't have a formation lap last time out, so there will be a definite formation lap.
Do you think the drivers are going to remember their setups?
Well, I don't know, mate. I actually don't know, because sometimes I get reminded by a lot of people to, if they get reminded, if they're in the parties with people, then yeah, possibly, but if they're on their own, they'll probably forget. So I don't know. Like, I tend to forget myself quite a lot, because it's me, innit? So, I just forget a lot of things, really.
Only if someone reminds me, that's the only time I can actually put it on. Like, I have to do some deep thinking to remember.
If someone reminds me after I press the go button, then I get really annoyed.
Yeah. You're thinking you've just lost.
I just lost the race.
Yeah. So, getting ready for the British Grand Prix here at BPRL Season 1.5, the blue tier, or blue division, getting ready here. Is this the top division?
I don't know if it is or not.
Because I do believe I know someone that's taken part in BPL.
We've got a red division and we've got a blue division. I don't know if we've got more divs in the BPRL league.
I know a guy that's racing right now in the red division. So.
Oh, what are we waiting for this time?
Oh, he's actually doing commentary on the red division.
Who is it?
I think it's Lazy the Twig. They're currently on lap 7, and it's Big Baguette leading the Grand Prix with Al Chusen behind and Snookster 007 in P3. The only retirement has been Extra. This is in the car NL. I know a couple of people from the red tier as well, but it looks like they're having a great race. Oh, the Ferrari's just been knocked off ASR Storm on, and it's been a massive crash.
We've got people disappearing out the session, mate. Look at that. We've got people leaving the session again. I don't think it's spies. I think it's I don't know what it is.
There was just a massive crash at Yxnglightz Turn 2, the British Grand Prix. What do you think is going to happen now? Do you think that obviously they're going to have to restart the session due to the fact that a lot of people have left the track and only a couple of cars are on the grid? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that next time they make a session, the formation lap might be off?
Nah, they've got to keep the formation lap on. Nothing to do with the formation lap. It's just the session itself.
I think they might be sprinting around the track to get over and done with. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see what happens today here at BPRL.
That'll be 3 restarts then. Can't believe what's going on. I just don't know why it's happening. Fine last week, no restarts, other than a 10-second time penalty, a 10-second grid penalty for no one deserves.
Yeah, I mean this time I think it was Spice Rice that got the grid penalty. This time he's going to be moving down 10 positions due to us having a lobby restart. So he's got lucky there, and let's say Codemasters are trying to pull out another trick.
God knows why this keeps happening. I really hope it improves next game, which is about 4 weeks' time. It really does improve, because if it doesn't, then it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and nobody really wants to play this game. I'm excited for the game, of course. You would have thought after Codemasters working with F1 for quite a few years, you would have thought they'd managed to fix a game, but they can't. Oh, big crash.
So currently we only have 15 drivers on the grid. Some are doing the formation lap, some are racing on the track, some are stuck on the grid. It's a bit up and down here. Yeah, some are in the pits. Is that? Oh, it's Scondi. Yeah, we got a driver in the pits as well. We got drivers out of the race. Just Christos' tyre. Yeah, if we go to the start grid, if we look on the map, it is quite confusing at the moment. I mean, I don't know if these guys are getting ready to race, but yeah. I think if they do get the chance to race, they might be doing a couple of laps. But I have just been disconnected from the station.
Yeah, I've been disconnected too. I think everybody's left. I don't know why this keeps happening. It's just more than frustrated to see we can't have a straightforward race instead of having
So, once again, it'll be a session restart. I'm gonna try to go to Grand Prix mode and try to see any facts about the British Grand Prix, because I don't know much, but I do know a big fact that this was one of the first races that's F1 ever hosted, and it's been British Grand Prix been here ever since 1950. So that's something that we all should need to remember, as I think it is the 70th year this year that F1 has had in racing.
If lockdown continues for the UK, will there be a British GP for next month? Because the facts won't be. Looks like the well, let's just say lockdown has not really done anything, because people are still going out in groups and all that. No one's really obeyed the rules. We've all forgot about coronavirus at the moment.
It was lifted a bit, but then
but still people can't abuse it. Ooh.
Alright, so I think we're just going to be getting ready one more time before we actually head over to the track. This hopefully be the last time we do a session restart, third time lucky. So yeah, British Grand Prix, Silverstone. Yeah, I think we should go back to talking about the track. We should, I mean, like last year in the 2019 Grand Prix, it was a great race. Bottas got pole. The Mercedes had a great battle for a few opening laps. I think it was the first 15 laps they were battling for. Vettel, Verstappen had a spin. Overall, it was just a great race to watch. The fans enjoyed the F1, the F2, and also the F3 race.
Speed Force Racing.
Speed Force Racing.
Hello, Speed Force Racing. How are you? Don't know who it is on the account, but how are you? Nice to see you here. SFR.
I know Speed Force Racing. Actually, racing that league. Yeah, I think Speed Force. Oh, Gavin has pointed out on the stream that blue division is the first tier and the red division is the second tier. Thanks for pointing out, Gavin.
You got
so
it. You got an
looks like-
invite, Young.
Pardon?
Have you got an invite to the session?
I haven't gone. Multi-pie, I believe.
I sent you an invite now. Hopefully it'll work this time. I don't know why it's
Hopefully
happening.
it will.
We've got a Britishman who's the host now, so I think it works because it seems to be better with British people doing it. I think we've got the best connection and the best.
So we have, I think, 16 drivers in the session.
17
Take away 17, but you haven't gone to spectator mode yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for a couple more drivers to join, unless we're gonna go with 16 just because of the time that's been wasted due to Codemasters and their usual selves there. I think we're waiting for one of the Ferrari drivers.
Lander, I think we're waiting for a Hash driver joining. Is he joined?
No, we're actually waiting for Warris Lander. We're waiting for Lego Minecraft to choose the team.
Back. Philippe's back. So what's happened to Kodsky? Will Kodsky race? He's in the session. Kodsky.
Kodsky's in. So we're waiting. So Philip needs to join the team. We have to Warris Lander, Lego Minecraft in the Red Bull, and then the Ferrari driver alongside Q-Tip, which I forgot. Don't know who that is.
The Ferrari driver. Oh yeah. Lego Man wasn't a Ferrari driver. He was a Red Bull driver, wasn't he? Oh.
Yeah, he was. So I wonder who the Ferrari driver was. I'm gonna go back on the stream and check who we're gonna be missing today. Then it was. We are actually missing. Right now, we are missing
a Red Bull driver. We're missing a Red Bull driver.
We're missing Compassion.
We're missing. Yeah, we're missing Compassion. Sorry.
Very strong driver. Hopefully he does race. We'll see in the last session. Hopefully he can still make it. Compassion. It'll be a big loss if you can't, but let's see if you can make it or not.
Are we missing two drivers then? Because there's 90 people here. It'll be a full.
Lego Minecraft is yet to choose the team. Yeah, just Compassion. I don't know if he needs an invite or if he's not attending. Hopefully he can soon. So we have a 50% race ahead of us today. Custom grid clear weather, like we've said before. Setups are on, of course.
He's Dutch and it's about 20 past 10 at their time, so when it ends it'll be about 11 o'clock at night, so I don't think he... Well, there's a couple of Dutch people
very unlucky. That's very unlucky there for Compassion then. He did have a great race in Austria. Hopefully he can have a great race next week at Germany, I believe, if this league BPRL follows a normal calendar. I do believe so. Germany's
going to be a solo one to watch as well. Then it's Hungary. Might be a bit boring Hungary, but that's the way it is.
Especially Germany's weather as well. It's great.
Lego Mine used to choose it. He's actually a Red Bull, I believe. Lego Mine.
Yeah, he was. He was in Red Bull. He actually qualified second, as I remember. So yeah.
Compassion's not here, like you said. Alfa Romeo is missing someone as well.
It's been quite a while since we actually seen some action on the track.
Why? Yeah, Spice has chosen Alfa Romeo. But where's Compassion?
Yeah, I think it's just Compassion we're missing. Every driver is in the session. Every driver's chosen a team. We're ready. I think we're ready to ready up. I think the sessions has just been changed. But, that's why some people aren't ready there. But I think we're ready to go. I'm very unlucky for Compassion not to join us. 19 drivers, still a great turnout. We're going to see if the race can bring to us.
Yeah.
Just doing a couple more things before they hop into the driver's seat and get ready to do 26 laps here at the British Grand Prix.
Yeah,
I do think the pit strategy. Oh, sorry, what was you going to say?
In the chat, there's confirmation that Compassion will not join back because it's too late.
Very unlucky there.
I feel bad for Compassion.
Yeah. As I was saying, I think it is a soft medium strategy. We do 13 laps on each, or it's either 10 laps on the softs or 16 laps on the mediums. I think so. I think it's going to be every driver in the top 10, of course, use the soft compound tires, because I think everyone in the session qualified on the soft compound tires. I'm not sure about the rest, the bottom 9 though, whether they're going to be on mediums, softs. It's going to be exciting to see what they can do. As I said, the top 15, as I said at the end of quality, top 15, all under 1 second of each other. So people in the medium tires, they could be going for a massive undercut here. They might be from P13 all the way up to P4, P5, P6, P7. They could have some big jumps here. So let's see what the drivers can produce to us here at the British Grand Prix.
Compassion can't drive. Yeah, I know we can't. Yeah, you told me that. I know we can't race. Hopefully we'll get in the session. Don't know what we're waiting for again. Custom grid. So I think they're just trying to get people. Yep.
Some drivers are ready to head over to the track and race. And some drivers are just waiting for the confirmation to ready up here.
Yep, we're ready up.
I think it's done. I think the drivers are going to be ready up, which means hopefully this time we can see some racing action. This time, hopefully.
What are we waiting for? I don't know, mate. I don't know what we're waiting for. Don't ask me. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just a commentator.
Hopefully this time we can get away, third time lucky. Let's see if these drivers can this time come off the grid, do their formation lap and get ready to race.
Please work. I really hope it works this time.
Yeah.
It is a bit late, isn't it? Like, I think this race will end after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired over here, but not too tired to stop comms, so I'm going to still be doing comms here today.
I was planning to chill after this race, but it looks like it could be delayed.
So, loading into the session now, think everyone is now ready to get things underway. Everyone managed to load into the session successfully. Can they load into the cars successfully now? That is probably the biggest question on our minds right now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
Can we finally ready up? If we have to restart again, do you think it'll be cancelled? Or we just do like a 25% race?
It might have to be if the session gets cancelled again. It might have to be.
Ooh.
So.
Yep, finally we're going off on the formation lap there, sir. Run on the grid. Ryan is on pole, ahead of Lego Minecraft. Jay Frocher third, ahead of ILLT Pat Sector fifth, ahead of ILLT Timon. Spies in seventh place, ahead of I Stole Toast Slash in ninth, ahead of Warslander. LRB outside the top 10. Zeros in 12th, ahead of Spyrus Virus. Q-Tip in 14th, ahead of BJ. Philippi is in 16th, ahead of New Zealand Cam. Just Chris in 18th, ahead of Kodsky, who's in last place. Just Chris was disqualified from the qualifying. I think he spun in the pits and blocked the pit lane. Kodsky's just joined the session. He didn't take part in qualifying, so welcome. And interestingly, people outside the top 10, majority of them, are on the soft compound tyres. Slash, by the way, Slash, he's on the mediums. He's not supposed to be on the mediums. He's supposed to be on the softs.
Ooh, that might be a qualifying ban.
Might be a bit naughty there.
Week. Very unlucky.
Naughty from Slash there.
Getting ready to race. I think anyone below the top 10 are allowed to choose any tyre to start on from wets to the dries, which we've seen. We've seen Zeros go onto the medium compound tyres. We've seen LRBJ go onto the medium compound tyres, and we've also seen Just Chris go onto the medium compound tyres. These guys are in sector 3, just rounding off the final couple of corners before we see lights out here at the British Grand Prix. Yeah, so Lego Minecraft, I'm excited to see what he can do today. Very excited. He produced some great pace in qualifying. This time we're going to finally be able to do some great racing, you know. So yeah, this time Cam's actually in the session and he's going to be racing this time.
FTW, don't know what that means. FTW. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Padgy. You might have to go into further detail on what are you trying to say about BJ. BJ down in 15th place. We did see him in the top 10 in Austria. Let's hope he can improve from that position. BJ for the win.
Today.
Possible.
BJ for the win.
Wait for the lights to go off. Hopefully, yep, there the lights.
Mediums.
We are waiting for the lights to go off, and we are underway for round 4 of the British GP. Looks like the Racing Point gets a better start. The lights well clear ahead of that Red Bull, but the Toro Rosso goes side by side as they head down into turn 1 then. Will they make it clearly down to turn 1 and turn 2 and turn 3? Yes, they have. Jave Roger ahead, but the Williams, he's going down the inside of the Racing Point. Both going side by side, coming out of turn 3, now into turn 4.
Sector's already up into P3, no P4, he's better than Yxnglightz Pat, as these guys now come into the Camel Straight, I do believe, coming into the end of Sector 1, as I see Jay Fotchery leaps all the way up into P2, Lego Minecraft, down into P5, battling sectors
goes
into
down
P4.
the inside. Lego Minecraft around the outside. It's
been a great start by a couple of drivers, and McLaren's not having the best of starts. Same with Philip. I think he might have just backed off into the couple of corners just to avoid some carnage. Smart decision by him, but now can he make his way back up into the grid? A lot of drivers, everyone, all very close to each other, and a bit of wing damage of Yxnglightz Timon, I do believe. Yeah, it is. He's lost an end place, so not a great start for him there. And we've also seen X Constantly come off the track. He's had a little spin here. Ryan leads from Jay Fletcher and Yxnglightz Pats.
Look at that, 9th, 10th, 11th as well, fighting over 9th place. Look, 8th place, sorry. Timon, LLB, can he go down the inside of Yxnglightz Timon? No, he can't. As his teammate, Timon goes out wide. Timon,
I think he might have to come to the pits to win damage. And he spun! He spun after trying to go into the pits. I don't think that was a smart. He maybe Marv had to back off a bit there, but unlucky there from Timon. Not the best hope. Let's see if he can have a great recovery race. As I did predict, Jay Fletcher P1, Timon P2, Pat 3 P3. Well, Pat has currently succeeded that for me. But can Jay Fletcher and Timon do that? As Ryan's leading the Grand Prix. Last week, Timon actually moved away from him. This time, Ryan's moving away from Fletcher. So let's see what the Racing Point can do. Can Sectors also get into the podium? Is that Konski again?
Yep, Konski again. Konski again spinning. Spice tried to go down the inside, but BJ, as you say, where is he?
Just gone down the inside of Zeros there, pushed him a tiny bit wide here. He's just gone a bit wide, and there goes BJ up into another position here. Great start from him. BJ looks like the win might be close to him, but he's still got 25 and a half laps to go.
Yxnglightz Pat's retired. Where is he? Pat's retired at Cops. Spun it around in the most common places. The safety car has been deployed. Saying that the safety car has really helped Timon. Timon's on the hard, so he'll try and he can't go to the edge, I think, because I've seen someone do it on the mediums.
He's now done the strategy. He can go back on the softs. He can go into the mediums now, do what everyone else is doing. But now this can affect anyone here. Is the soft drivers going to come into the hard tires and try to take them to the end? Is the medium people going to do that, or the medium people going to go into the softs and now do the same strategy? We don't know, because everyone have quite a lot of new fresh set of tires here. So Sector's actually moving up into P3 after that incident. Lego Minecraft into P4. Looks like everybody's staying out apart from the Warris Lander Slash and Spyrus Virus here. Racing Points
A double
having
Haas
another
pit stop. Both Hasses are pitted. Sorry to interrupt, but look at that. It's gonna lose Spyrus Virus a lot of time and track position, crucially for him. Both having to double stack, so I don't think really that's the best decision to do. And they're rejoining at the back.
I wanted to see what Timon can do. Will he stay on them hard tires and try to take them to the end? Or is he going to go back onto the softs and try to do the same strategy he was aiming to do before? That might the hards won't be the ideal strategy at the moment, but he is staying out and looking to take these hard tires to the end too. Personally, if it was me, I would have went into the softs, caught back up to the safety car queue, been on the same strategy as everyone else and try to move my way back up in the grid. But also, if he is good at saving the tyres, he could be looking at some very decent points because he don't have to pit again. He doesn't. Here, today at the British Grand Prix.
Right, looking at grid positions then, who's gained the most and who's lost the most. Ryan has stayed where he started in first place. Jay Botcher moved up 1. Sector's moved up 2. He moved up into 3rd place. Lego Minecraft is down into 4th place, unfortunately for him. Lost 2 positions at the start. Sector went down the inside into turn 4. Didn't see him there. Irestall Toast has moved up 3 positions. Spies has moved up 1. LRB has moved up 4. Q-Tip moved up a huge 6 places. Did start outside the top 10, and he's up into 8th place at the moment. New Zealand can also moving up some places there. 8 places. BJ up into 5th place. Is he the highest media winner? I think. Yes, he is. Up into 10th place. Zeros.
Yeah.
He moved up to 1. Just Chris started in last place. Well, 18th place.
Know what? This might really come into play here for BJ. He's on the medium tyres. These soft tyres might be getting really warm under the safety car. These guys are going to have to be pitting soon. This hasn't affected the medium runners at all. Soft runners are going to have to be pitting very, very soon here. The medium runners don't have to worry for quite a bit. LRBJ might be in with a very, very great position to score some decent points here today at the British Grand Prix. Time and just catching up to the safety car queue now. Start lap 4.
I think the soft tyres can go for 10 laps around here, more than 10 laps. So I think their time to pit will be about lap 11 or lap 12. Means BJ will be coming through as well. Depends if he's got a good pace on those medium tyres. He'll be taking it to lap 17 or 18.
So, unlucky there from ILRT Pat, not the start he was looking for. I mean, he's had 2 unlucky races. One time it was a grid penalty that messed him over, and this time he's been caught up in a racing incident. Next week, hopefully, he can come back bigger and stronger here. We do have a couple of drivers on the hard compound tyres. We have the Horace Lander / Timon on the hard compound tyres here. I'm excited to see how Ryan will get away, how the Racing Points will get away from the rest of the grid, how Frotcher can keep up here, because the Racing Points do have great pace, and when it comes to teamwork, they're unstoppable. But will they both be going for the win, or will Sector let Ryan back, or will Ryan let Sector through and try to do some teamwork and try to score some decent points?
Tar also sandwiched in between both racing points there, so he could be in a bit of pain when the safety car does come in. 4 laps it stayed out for. Usually comes in towards the end of lap 3, but it stayed out for an extra lap.
Yeah.
Interesting there from the safety car then. Everyone's caught up, like you said. Kodsky down in 18th, and Spyrus Virus and Slasher are exchanging positions under the safety car. The safety car should come in this lap. If not, then God knows what's happening. Yeah, it's in this lap.
Yes, I'm gonna see if any drivers get wing damage penalties, because Spies, he's actually moved up a bit. I think he's moved up a couple positions, so he's doing great. Like I said, the Alfa Romeo drivers are very consistent to score some points here. But we are now getting ready to start for the restart here at the British Grand Prix. Lap 4, we got 22 laps to go when they cross the line. They'll be starting lap 5. DRS will be enabled lap 7, I believe.
7.
Lap 6 or 7. But now we're getting ready for the restart. Ryan having a successful start with Frotcher just a couple tenths behind with Sectors, followed by Lego Minecraft and Irestall Toast here, as these guys now lead into turn 1, now into turn 2, now they're now coming down into turn 3 here. Sectors is much closer to Frotcher than Frotcher is to Ryan, but Sectors just gone a bit deep in that corner and giving Ryan the advantage to move away from him. He's quite to no, giving Frotcher the advantage to move away from Ryan, as Ryan's actually lost a bit of time there to Frotcher.
4/10 is the gap between fourth and third there between Sector and Lego Minecraft. I stole Toast a second behind already on Lego Minecraft, so I did get the best of restarts. And I Spies is right behind him. LRB in 7th ahead of Q-Tip. Q-Tip in 8th place. Losing the Cameron Knight and the highest medium runner is in 10th place and ready to pounce on any of these drivers soon towards the end of the race. Meanwhile, Ryan's still in first place. Half a second is the gap between the top two. Jay Frotcher and Ryan. Jay Frotcher.
Oh, a lot of drivers going wide and LRBJ.
No, BJ. No, he spun.
I don't know.
He spun.
I do think he spun. I think he might have not got the best exit, clipped the grass, and this just caused him to go into the wall.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, he hasn't lost the tyre, but unfortunately, he's lost some wing. So he's got some wing damage. He's gonna have to bring that car into the pits. Hopefully, he can carry on here. It might have to be hard to the end, but he can do a great recovery race and just pray for a safety car like time in there. He's actually on the back of all of these cars, so he's probably just waiting for the DRS to try and get an overtake done here. The top four have actually moved away from basically the whole grid here. I Stole Toast is actually leading probably the rest of the queue here. So the top four, this is probably going to be the battle for the race lead, the race win. It's going to be battle for the rest of the race, I believe here. Lego Minecraft really close to the back of Sector. Sector's really close to the back of Frotcher. Frotcher really close to the back of Ryan here. So this is going to be an exciting race.
Can't wait for it. Look at the top four. Like under 2 seconds between those four. Sorry, 1.5 is the gap between Lego Minecraft and Ryan. 1.7 now. Really ashamed to see BJ drop out of this race. Not out of the race yet, but it's highly unlikely he can get in the points after that disappointing spin. I really hope he can get back up there. Just don't give up. Keep your head down and just push. And off he goes again. Oh, Sector spun. Sector has spun, and in the wall he goes. Now, 2 Megas and Beckett, it's a really fast part of the track. Might have locked the rears there. And he just spun the car around. Had massive oversteer coming through that corner.
He almost hit Slash there. Slash just managed to get out of the way, and he's also hit Timon.
Big crash. Safety car is deployed, and BJ will be relieved to see that. Timon and Setab came to blows. Timon had an absolute massive contrast to Austria. He
jumping into the pits and Frotcher's retired.
What?
Just jumped into the pits and retired and left the session. I don't know what's happened there. He was on court for a spectacular race. I think that he's just handed the position to Lego Minecraft, but I'm not. I do believe Sector should have just moved out the way from all the drivers there. Time or not at fault there, but I do believe you can stretch the medium tyres towards the end here. So we're gonna see drivers going out. We see Lego Minecraft, I Stole Toast, Spies, LRB. They're all going on to the medium compound tyres. Very weird to see the Toro Rosso driver of Jay Frotcher retire from the session there.
God knows why. Probably had to go or something. And
yeah,
Ryan, he stayed out on those soft tyres. Those soft tyres are coming to an end soon.
He's in the hot spot right now, isn't he? He's going to have to be pitting in the next couple of laps. So will he be pitting when the safety car comes in? Will he be pitting now? Because Zeros, who has from Zeros all the way to Slash, that's P1, the P2 to P6. These guys are on the medium to hard compound tyres. I mean, the Warris, Lander and Slash, they can stay out towards the end here. Spyrus, Just Chris, Zeros, these guys are going to obviously have to pit again. Same with Ryan here, so it's going to be intriguing to see what they are going to be doing.
Q-Tip on a brand new set of hard tyres down in 12th place, so he's opted to go for the most durable tyres out of all three of them. And the rest ahead on the mediums except Slash, but Slash on those tyres he pitted on lap 1, and the Warslander as well also pitted on the first safety car, so I think these guys could also take it to the end, but like you said, from what, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, they'll be all pitted again on the medium tyres, for their first pit stops.
Yep, Ryan's heading into the pits, which means Zeros will be on new race leader. Spyrus Virus also heading into the pits. I do believe he might be putting a fresh set of hards on, as he's already on the mediums, but we'll see what they are going to do. So I think Ryan might have just threw away a win here. If he went into the pits earlier, that he might have been able to, you know, hold on to it. But he's at Lego Minecraft Pass, who's probably taking the potential lead of the Grand Prix here. I saw Choke Spies LRB. And he might be there in Canby as well. Oh my god. He's every single driver by. He's now just behind Spyrus Virus and might be overtaken by his teammate Sectus here. So we're going to see.
I dare say Ryan has just shot himself in the foot there. Because he came out behind all the guys that pitted. The guys that weren't even near him. And yeah, I could say he just shot himself in the foot right there. Like you said, he should have pitted a lap earlier. Both racing points have thrown their race away, down in 13th and 15th. Yeah,
but hopefully they don't get their hopes up. There is still 18 laps of racing to go, but safety car might be out for another lap. So we might have 17 to 16 laps to go. LRBJ, as we know, very consistent driver. He has gone into the pits. He just has a little bit of catching up to do before he can actually come back up with the grid here. Just a couple seconds off time, and same with time to Sectus here. So let's see what everyone can do. Everybody on similar tyres, just apart from one or two. So we're going to see everyone's paces is going to be very equal now.
Zeros, look at that, up into first place, but Zeros will have to pit on lap 16-17 for his first one and only pit stop on the soft tyres towards the end. I think the safety cars came out in a difficult position for the medium runners now.
Yeah, I mean, the medium runners might still have 7 laps to go, but the only question to us is, can they make that gap? Can they push? Well, can they make that gap? Can they find the time to move away from the people that have just moved on to fresh mediums or moved on to fresh hards? Can they find that time to move away and try stretch them tires towards the end? Maybe. Oh no, they're gonna have to figure. Or find that time to push away, get onto them softs, and catch back up to the foot.
5th all the way down to what? Last place, don't have to pit again, whereas the top 4, well, I don't think these hard runners in 3rd and 4th have to pit again. I think they can go to the end on their tyres. So the top 2, I could say, could be in a bit of spot or bother here. They'll be all the way down the field, catching up on those soft tyres towards the end of the race. Heading on to lap 9 of this GP.
So I do believe we're going to be getting ready to race lap 10, as LRBJ is just quite up to the back of the grid. 17 runners left, only 2 retirements, not as much as I would have thought, but we're gonna have 16 laps of racing, 17 drivers. I think everybody on similar strategies now, so it's gonna be equal, and we're gonna see who has the raw pace in their car to push their car up into the podium, maybe even a race win. I think the person in the hotspot right now, Lego Minecraft, he's in front of everyone that went into the pits when the second safety car came out. So he don't need to worry about anything for the time being. Maybe towards the end, if another safety car comes and he has to go into the soft compound tyres. But for now, he's in a strong position to capture some very great points.
Safety cars should come in at the end of this lap. Can't stay out for one more lap, I don't think. That's 2 safety cars we had in 9 laps already. So bit of chaos again. Early parts of this race this time. Hopefully we don't have no more. Between Sector and ILOT Time. I don't think Time and Source set to come in.
Yeah, probably didn't. She might have just have to leave that one to the stewards there. But safety car now in at the end of this lap. How is Zeros going to do the restart? He looks like he is going a bit fast, moving away from Just Chris, just backing the pack up a bit. Is he going to catch up to Zeros? Yeah, he's caught right up. Looks like Zeros is now backing up the pack before getting ready for the second restart here at the British Grand Prix. Well, we could say the 5th due to the lobby connections, but yeah, getting ready for the restart.
Then Zeros will release him around about now, and off he goes as we head towards lap 10. And let's see, Lego Mine has already got a pass. Oh, we got a yellow flag, and that is a hard runner. That is Slash. Slash has spun it through the final corner. And he's rejoined all the way down his 16th place, and he's left the session. Well, Sector's retired from the session. In the pit. No, he wasn't on the pits. He left on the straight.
Oh, Ryan has just made one of the boldest moves I've seen, but he's went so wide, but he's actually managed to claim the position. He's hit Philip a bit. Oh my god, and timing out of nowhere. He's managed to move up 2 positions all over the back of Ryan here, and now Timon's back in the battle, which he wanted to be at the very, very start here. Now he's in the battle. He's also got Philip and Spyrus Virus behind. Spyrus Virus is going to go around the outside of Philip and just great defending from the McLaren driver. And also LRBJ. He's also trying to go around the outside. Now these cars at the back are battling really good, but I don't think they want to be battling too much here. Don't want to cause any damage. I think these guys want to move up the grid before having serious battles here. But I don't think they care. I don't think they care if they're getting points or not. Look at Spyrus Virus just going down the inside there, and LRBJ behind there. Now they go into Maggots and Beckett's.
That was very close to Spyrus spinning around because he was so close to the rear of that McLaren coming into cops. He was so close to spinning. Thankfully he didn't, and BJ was there as well, so very close from the drivers. Down at the back of the field, obviously wanted to show who's better, and have just raced for pride. Spyrus Virus has just overtaken. Oh, Spyrus is just. Oh no, it's just gone bad. Bad to worse from the two Mercedes and the Alpha. Mercedes, I don't know where he's planning now. I think he's gonna let the Alpha go. Oh, he did hit the back of that Alpha. Alpha hit the back of someone, and LRB hit the back of the Alpha. So
meanwhile, Lego Minecraft already up into P3. He's got the overtake down on Boris Lander, and he's on much younger, much fresher, much faster, much grippier tyres than just Chris and Zeros. So if Zeros and Lego Minecraft in the pie, I think they should discuss some tactics here. Zeros going to hold up just Chris for Lego Minecraft, and then when these guys are in first and second, if they are in first and second, will Zeros let him by here? That's one of the big questions we need to worry about for the time being. Cam's moved up into P6. Cam moved up quite a lot of positions, and once again Q-Tip being quite quiet here in P7. Ryan up into P10, and Timon up into P9. He's already on the back of Yxnglightz. Is he going to go down the inside? No, I think he's just going to back off here, and for the time being, maybe on the back straight.
Made a mistake. He made a mistake. He got the curb, and he managed to get away with that one.
Yeah. You did come off with a 3-second penalty, but I don't think he needs to worry about that right now. He needs to worry about Spies, Ryan, Timon, Virus, BJ, all over the back of him here, as these guys are now coming down the back straight here. Here, the British Grand Prix, and it's going to be so close. Timon going down the inside in the Renault. X-Guns, has he got the overtake done? Yes, he has. Ryan,
massive twitch. He had a twitch coming out of Stowe. And Ryan go down the inside of the Toro Rosso. The Dutchman trying to find his way through. Our DRS is now enabled.
Well, Ryan tried to go down the inside of the Toro Rosso, didn't work, didn't get the best exit, but he's all over the back of the Toro Rosso. DRS is now enabled, like what you said, Indigo, so he's going to have a better chance at getting it. Timon, 3-second penalty. Oh, and I stole toes. He's actually spun at turn 2, so he's just coming back on the track, and I do believe he's lost his whole front wing. I actually can't see at the moment.
I don't know if I don't know if you noticed. Oh no, we've got a spinner, and oh, that's a massive crash. One of the Alphas just got involved again. That is Spies.
Oh, Spies! He's lost it again, and he's lost his whole front wing. Very unlucky, and it's another, once again, another safety car.
A safety car. That's a third safety car. Do you know what? The medium are in second and third are going to benefit a lot. They can go onto the soft tyres.
Yeah, but also it's going to be a big question. It might not be a big question for everyone. If people have used only one set of mediums, they have another fresh pair of mediums to go and do another medium run. But Zeros here, he started on the mediums. Same with Just Chris. These guys started on the mediums. The only thing they can do is try to stretch the softs for 14 laps, which is a possibility, but it's also hard as well. It's a
bearing in mind the safety car will help that tyre wear too.
Yeah. So they have one choice: softs or hards. And same with Lego Minecraft. These guys are staying out. Zeros, Just Chris, Wars
Lander can go on the mediums. He's using the hard tyres, so he can go on the mediums if he wants to.
So it's we're gonna see what these guys can do. But I don't know how these guys from the back have pushed themselves back up into the pack. Q-Tip up into P2, Timon in P3, Ryan 4th, Spyrus 5, and BJ from out of nowhere, he's up into P6. Now these guys are now changing the tyres, and it looks like these guys are going on the softs. Zeros has chosen the hard tyres. Yeah, Boris and Just Chris, they've chosen to go on the soft tyres. Other drivers chosen to go on the medium tyres. That's because they probably started on the softs there.
7th to 15th, our pitter. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in the pits.
Half the grid.
And the top 7 have stayed out. Zero's on a brand new set of hot, obviously, because he was on the So he didn't go to the softs then. So he thinks that the soft tyres won't go to the end. It's a bit of a stretch for the softs to go to the end. So hard tyres was his only choice, I reckon.
We know the hards can definitely go to the end by now. But it's all up to see, because Boris Lando and Just Chris and I Stole Toast, they've also gone into the softs and, you know, tried to take it to the end, because I think the safety car might be coming in lap 15 here, because they do have to give time for the cars to catch back up before they safety car can come in. So it's all about timing. Has Zeros made the wrong strategy or the right strategy of the soft runners?
Well, very interesting you say that. Just Chris and Boris Lando will have to get past Zeros as quick as possible. If they don't, they're going to lose a lot of time, and their soft tyres will be like dying towards the end of the race, and those medium tyres will be better. So they best hope we can get past him as quick as possible and catch up to these guys ahead, and hope those tyres don't drop off too much.
Yeah, hopefully it don't.
I don't know if you noticed, but lap 11, both Red Bulls switched positions. Zero's let his teammate go into turn 3, allowing his teammate to take the lead and holding up the other guy behind. So that's good teamwork from both Red Bulls there.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, safety car probably to come in. Well, probably to come in lap 15. We have a Mercedes in sector 2. Still just about to go through Magnus and Beckett, and that's LRB. So, back to the situation with Zeros, Boris Lando and Just Chris here. Zeros, he's on the hards. Safety car probably to come in at the end of lap 14 or lap 15 here. So, and he's actually stayed out on track. Boris Lando and Just Chris, these guys' tyres are only going to be about 3% when they get racing. So it's not going to make the biggest of differences here. So they're only going to be doing 9 to 10 laps on the tyres, which is probably the predicted strategy they should be doing anyway, which might help them, and that might be able to make them push them soft tyres to the end here. So Zeros might have made the wrong choice here. Coming into the pits, not into the pits, or just coming down the back straight here and sector 1. So if these guys can catch up before going to Maggots and Beckett's, I believe, then safety cars should be coming in at the end of this lap, or if not next lap.
Look at Timon. He's in a really good place to try and win this race. He's got a hard runner ahead of him, and he's got Lego Minecraft ahead of him too. If he's got the pace, try and overtake those two and be in the lead, considering what happened to him at the first. Considering what he's been through. Spun at the exit of Stowe, had to pit, and was all the way down in last. Then, when this first safety car came out, or the second, I actually don't know. Sector's lost the back end, and he hit the back of Sector or whatever. Had to pit again, and look where he is now in 3rd place. Anyone can win this race.
He was the race winner last week, Elstra. Can he be a 2-time race winner? Can he win the race 2 times in a row? He's got the pole sitter sitting right behind him in PE4, so he does have a bit of a challenge behind his back, but I don't think he needs to worry about it. I think he needs to worry about the drivers in front of him and how he's going to overtake them. Safety car obviously now coming in at the end of this lap. All drivers are now caught up. All drivers now ready to go here for the 4th time, I think.
No virtuals in this race. It's just been full-blown safety cars. Saved a lot of people's races though, as I think they're off.
One away already, and this is going to be exciting. Q-Tip and Timer, two different tyres.
Timer's gone off the track.
Also, yeah, almost losing it there. So Lego Minecraft managing to pull away and create a decent gap here. Ryan all over the back of Timon, and Isoto's just penalty there.
Zero's off the track. Lost 2 positions as well. Down at turn 1, he got pushed off and he had to use the escape mode.
That's very unlucky for him there. But Q-Tip, he's been wise here. Is he going to let these guys through? These guys are on different strategies. They're on the faster tyres, like I said. And looks like Timon gaining a lot of pace there. He's got a bit wide there. Ryan just backing off a bit with Virus by BJ. in P6 here, and these guys have moved away from the soft tire runners, and Xeris has actually lost 2 positions to the soft tire runners here. Yeah, look, Lego Minecraft created a 1.2 second gap to Q-Tip already, and that is that's kept highlighting Timon behind Q-Tip on the hard compound tires. Ryan's medium tires are actually a lap younger, so this has actually benefited him in a way here. From before, when we were saying that he might have had a chance to win the Grand Prix, he's actually got a bigger chance now as Timon's gone on the grass, so it's giving him a little bit of slipstream. Philippine just get a 3-second penalty there.
Warriors Lander's got past BJ, moves up into 6th place on those soft tyres, brand new set of softs. LRT timing all over the back of Q-Tip's gearboxes. Chris has got past Ward, is about to get past BJ as well. How hard will BJ fight on those medium tyres? Has the position for now. And look at that, Lego Minecraft has built a 1.9 second gap over Q-Tip, so very comfortable. Q-Tip is doing a good job for Lego Minecraft, holding up Timon.
I don't think Timon will agree with that though. I think he wants to get past him as quick as possible and try and challenge the current race leader at the moment. He has the poster to right behind him, very close to him. He does have a huge amount of cars behind him. And Iso Toast and Spies, they're going side by side here, and looks like Iso Toast managing to get
down the inside goes Timon. They both make contact. He spins the Ferrari around. Timon understeered into the Ferrari. I only saw the background of it. I didn't really see the full picture. I was on board with somebody else. As New Zealand cabs off the track, there's a bit of full wind damage being distributed on the track there. And
after all of that, they've let Brian up into P2. Well, he's got a 3.1 second gap away to Lego Minecraft. Can he make that in 10 laps time? We're gonna have to find out. Spyros Finance and the Warris Lander, they're on 2 different strategies, 2 different sets of tyres, but they're both in the Haas and they're both in 4th and 5th. They're in great positions for the Haas team now. They're gonna have to work around Warris Lander getting an excellent exit, and he also is on soft tyres. Sconsi retiring from the session. Can Warris Lander make the overtake done? Looks like there's no team order.
BSC's deployed. No safety car this time.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any full blown out safety cars because I think we've had the maximum of 3, so I don't think there's going to be any more here. But it is, well, this has probably been the best restart because all we've seen so far is just safety cars here.
I don't think I've seen any proper racing yet.
Yeah. Q-Tip, Zeros, Spies, Cam, all in the pits. I think Zeros must have realised that he's made the wrong decision here. I don't think he's got any ring damage to his name, but yeah, it's been unlucky for Q-Tip after having the incident with Timer, and he's changing his ring, changing his tyres. These guys can now take the soft tyres to the end. As we can see, what Zeros has gone on, he's actually jumped and he's going to be jumping Cam as well. Cam's getting his ring changed. VS is actually ended here. Lego Minecraft with a 3-2-1 second gap, and look at this battle for P3. All these cars, huge pile up here. LRB going down the inside of Philip N.
Look at Lego Minecraft has built himself a 3.1 second gap over Ryan. He's got a comfortable lead. Has Ryan got the pace to try and fight back? He's almost clear timing in 3rd place, trying to break that DRS slipstream chain. Look at that, he's got Spyros Virus and Warris Lander behind. I don't know if Timon has got any full wind damage. I did see some full wind damage being put on the track, so if that is he's not getting full wind damage, it's good. So someone else might have got full wind damage there, and I think it was Cam, because I did see him off the track.
Timon didn't get DRS this time. Spyros Virus looking to make the overtake now, coming into this tricky right-hander. He's got down the inside. And he's got the overtake done, and Timon just gone into the back of his car a bit there. A bit of contact there. Just backed off a bit, and he looks like he's given the position to Spyros Virus there. Warris Lander now all over the back of him. This guy's Timon's now in a Haas sandwich. Can Timon get himself out? Is he gonna try to go down the end? Oh.
Don't think that's the best place to overtake in turn 1 and turn 2. He's going to take the normal racing line. It's Spyros Virus, because I don't think he would expect Timon to go down the inside of there. I think he would have waited for the little straight, or down at turn 3 if he could outbrake him there. As Timon will have the DRS on the back of Spyros Virus. It looks like his teammate Warris Lander's dropped out of the picture just a bit. Timon going down the inside, and has he made the move stick this time? Yes, he has. No contact made as Spyros Virus drops down into 4th place. Timon back on the podium. But 1.9, it's cost him a lot of time to Ryan, and Ryan's not actually put the gap down to himself and Lego Minecraft.
Yeah, he's in fact, Lego Minecraft actually extended the gap by a couple of attempts. He actually qualified 2nd, and Ryan qualified on pole. The 2 positions have actually swapped around here, and Ryan's on a lap younger tyre, so he should be able to find just a bit more pace here. Yeah, the battle for P3 very, very close. LRBJ just backed off a tiny bit. He still has DRS here. But Warris Lander, he's probably in the best position. He's going to get slipstream off his teammate and slipstream off Timon. He's also got DRS here. But looks like none of the Hasses might be able to make a move here. Coming into this tricky right-hander.
Look at that. So, as they both go side by side, coming into Vale on the soft tyres, would have thought these Haas tyres. Oh, bit of contact again from both Haas drivers. That's twice this time. Remember what happened in the British GP in 2019? Both Hasses retired on the first lap because they both gave each other a puncher. Let's hope these two Haas drivers don't knock each other out, because they're in crucial points between 4th and 5th. Big points for those two, and don't let them throw it all away.
Because these guys have made contact, they've actually lost a couple of attempts to time, but they do still have DRS, so this DRS might be able to bring them back into the game here. But like we said last week, it's gonna all be about ERS as well, like how fast they can keep up, because Timon's actually managing to close the gap a tiny bit now to Ryan, as he's got both the Hasses off his back here now. Cam setting the fastest up at the Grand Prix in the Rocket Williams racing team. Oh, as we know that Rocket won't be Williams' main sponsor anymore.
Oh, lucky I don't think that partnership would have lasted anyway, knowing what Williams' performance is.
Yeah.
Williams has just gone downhill so badly. It used to be a very good team, but unfortunately, it's just gone downhill. And let's see what they can do this year in the 8 races. Can they produce a good enough car, or will it take even more time to? As Cam gets a 3-second time penalty as well. A bit of a DRS train going on.
MMA slash all over the back of Just Chris. Is he gonna get the overtake done? He's got late braking, just managing to back off in time.
Lego Minecraft has pitted. Why was that? Why is he pitted?
Is he serving a drive-through penalty? Is he going onto the softs?
Why?
I don't know. He was setting consistent laps here, consistent fastest laps until Cam done it. I don't know if he's gonna go into the softs just to get the fastest lap. Oh,
it's a drive-through penalty.
Unlucky. That is really unlucky. That's probably very unlucky there for the Red Bull driver. He was on such a great race here. He might be battling his teammate Zeros for P11, defending his position, but can he catch up to Philip?
What happens if you don't serve a drive-through penalty? Do you get a time penalty added to end?
I think it's either a 20-second penalty you get disqualified.
Jeez. I want to check. Did he get it under the virtual safety car? Because I never saw it.
I'll actually check now, because yeah, same for me. I didn't see him get a time penalty once at all here. Very, very unlucky there for Lego Minecraft. He did get. Let's see. Go to race incidents.
Drive through on lap 17, speeding under the virtual safety car.
That is very unlucky for speeding under the virtual safety car. It might have just been a glitch with the Delta system, because some people can go faster than others, which is just a bit unlucky there. But he is now behind the grid. Ryan has a 2.1 second gap. He now has a lot of fresh air in front of him. He can now push away. Can he get the win from pole position? That'll be a great finish for the racing point.
Well,
after
the gap was 3.5. That was 2.1. Time has gained a lot of time on Ryan. Last time I saw that gap was 3.5, all the way down to 2.1. So Timon's got some really good pace here. Can he catch him towards the end? 1.9 now is the gap between the top two. So can Timon catch Ryan and put him under a bit of pressure? And can he get his second race win in a row? Timon.
Virus, he's also in DRS range of Timon here. So if Timon can catch up, Virus can tag along. Same with Warris Lander. There's yellow flags in sector 3.
It's Cam slowing down. I'm not gonna check that. Look at that. LRBJ is just backed off a tiny bit. Just a bit behind. He's got Just Chris all over him. Look at that. Just Chris on those soft tyres all over the back of the Dutchman. The two Dutchmans fired over 5th place, sorry. Cam's retired in the pits. That's him done for tonight. ILRT time in 1.8. He's gained a 10th the last time I saw it. 2 tenths now, 1.7. So he's definitely gained on that racing. 1.5. He keeps gaining and gaining on that racing point as well. So Ryan will start to feel the pressure and eventually see Timon in his mirrors. So he has to keep it on him. I look at the background. We can see BJ under pressure from Just Chris, but Just Chris's ERS is preventing him from overtaking BJ's all the way down to 10%, losing performance on the straight. That is Cam's car. causing yellow flags.
I think we got 5 laps to go here at the British Grand Prix. We have seen some great racing, some great overtakes, some great battles here. British Grand Prix. It's still not over yet though. We still have a battle on our hands and a battle for the potential win here. Timon getting ever so close to Ryan. He's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. He might be able to be in the DRS zone for the last couple of laps here. Same with Virus. He's actually lost a couple of attempts here, but he's still hanging there in the DRS zone. Same with Waris Lando. So these guys can try catch up and try have a battle at podium or race win as well here. These top 4 moving away from the grid.
Chris is not really doing a good job with his EOS. Still losing performance down that straight because he's not really getting the power he wants down the straight. Losing a lot of energy and battery, and he can't get past BJ by doing this, using EOS in the wrong places. Also going on the gravel at the exit. Look at that. He's put it down into 4. He can't really put it down to 4 now. Put it down into 2, now 1. He needs to save EOS, otherwise he won't be able to overtake BJ. BJ, with the EOS he has, can pull away and use his energy to protect himself from Chris. So Chris needs to focus on saving his EOS, because look at that, just all the way down. He's drained his battery in the wrong places. Same with Virus as well. He's in 15%. He's behind Timon as well. So all the drivers expect Timon to use it all, because Timon is just trying to catch the back of Ryan. You can see him now ahead of him, 1.6 as 0 gets picks up a time penalty. His afternoon's gone downhill. Looks like he was on course to win this GP, but due to that drive-through penalty, it's just spoiled his afternoon. And all he's fighting now is trying to get that point, but he's 12.5 seconds away from Slash. And Slash is, by the way, fighting Philippi as they head down into Tier 1. Both drivers side by side. I think he just let him through because he didn't really want to fight that one.
So, lap 23, not long left of the Grand Prix. I'm just excited to see whether Timon can find some more pace in the Renault to try to catch up to Ryan, try to give it a last lap battle for the win here. Britain is always known to produce great and epic Grand Prix. Can BPRL produce the same thing here at the Britain? We'll have to find out.
Let's hope there is a last lap battle, because he looks like he's catching him very rapidly. 1.6 now is the gap between the two, but using EOS, look at that. Using the EOS not in the good particular places. How much EOS? Yeah, Ryan's got way more EOS compared to Timon. So when Timon gets to him eventually, only got 3 laps to get to him, he needs to save EOS so he can make that pass. Can't be using 5 down the straight, because look at that. And so is Virus, look at that, not really helping his case whatsoever with that EOS. And so is just Chris.
Yeah, it looks like quite a lot of drivers have no ERS at all to play with. Looks like some drivers just have a tiny bit to play with here. So the only driver with a lot of ERS is Tutit, but he's not really battling anyone. He's just in his own world at the moment. So hopefully he might be looking to set the fastest lap or something. Lap 24 of the Grand Prix. Now 3 laps left to go before we see checkered flag here at BPRL Season 1.5 blue tier.
You know what, I think the gap between the top 2 is fluctuating, because it's going up and down a lot. So I think Timon no longer got the pace, to try and catch Ryan. I think he's done a good job, Ryan. Was gaining and gaining, but did he drain his battery too much? Did he use a lot of his tyres? He is running no assist, by the way, so keep an eye on that. But he's done a good job considering what has happened in this race. Made contact with Sector spun himself around, got back on the track, and I think Timon just hit the back of him or something like that. Had to pit again. How many stops has he done? 2 stops. Not bad then, considering what's happened in this race. 1.6 now is the gap. I don't think we'll see that last lap battle. I was really excited because he went from 3.5 to 1.6 at one stage. Now it's just staying the same, fluctuating up and down the gaps. And I think Ryan's got this one covered in the bag. If he does catch up to Ryan will have more EOS compared to him to play with, and it'll be harder for Timon to get past him.
Yeah, we also have to remember, like last week, penalties might have a massive part to play in as well. Remember, Timon did win the Austrian Grand Prix last week. Does he have any penalties? Does Ryan have any penalties? Does Virus have any penalties? These guys have absolutely demolished the whole grid. They've moved away from the rest of the pack here. So I think the top 3 here might just be coming down to penalties here. But if Ryan can move away, Timon can move away, if Virus can get some pace to move up in front, their penalties might not matter at all here.
Yeah, I did see Ryan pick up a time bonus. I believe he might have two. I don't want to check. As Lego Minecraft has just set the fastest lap of the race. Where is he? Where is he? Down in 11th place. Set the fastest lap of the race on 18-lap old medium tyres. I expect some of the soft
Yeah,
runners
that
to do
clearly
that.
shows he just has incredible pace, and it was very unlucky for him to get that drive-through penalty. Otherwise, we might have been seeing him at the top step here today.
Really unlucky. I don't know if he sped under the safety car, hoping he can pull away from the top two, but him doing that has cost him, and he's down in 11th place. He serves the consequence of his actions of speeding under the safety car, the virtual safety car, sorry, and unfortunately has blown his chance of winning this race. Both Red Bulls were up there, a lot of them. Both Red Bulls had a good race, scoring some big points, those two, but unfortunately has not gone their way. But look at BJ all over the back of Boris Lander. Those soft tyres might be coming to an end, and he goes around the outside into Stowe, or can he? No, he can't, just as Boris Lander stays ahead of BJ. BJ's got one more lap to do something about it.
We now start the final lap of the Grand Prix here at the British Grand Prix. The gap from Timon to Ryan hasn't really changed for the past couple of laps, but the gap to Timon and Spyrus Virus has changed a bit, as Timon's probably wasted all of his ERS there, as Spyrus Virus has managed to save some. He might be looking to make a last minute overtake here, the final lap here. Can he move up to second place? We're going to have to find out. There's battles everywhere on the grid. There's a battle from LRBJ and Morris Lander, just Chris managing to get an Eberbasso toast. LRB just thrown in behind.
Look at his ERS, he might be powerless to defend from BJ. Look at him. Look at the Alpha go up into 4th place. He's done it. Has he done it? Yes, he has. And he moves himself up into 4th place.
Successful move there after not having the best of races. Like I said, these Alfa Romeo drivers are really consistent. LRBJ from the back, he got predicted to win the Grand Prix. He's near enough there. He's near a podium here. Let's see what he can do in the final matches of this race here. The gap is now 5 tenths between Timon and Virus. Gap is now 2 seconds between Timon and Ryan here. So I think it's just gonna be coming down to penalties now.
Got barely any ERS has Timon, but I think he's safe from Spyrus Virus, considering his ERS is running down as well. So
we should watch.
Oh yeah, we should watch that. Look at that, just Chris on the back of Boris Lander, but look at the ERS. He can't do anything about it, bless him.
Unlucky there, but as we see coming on the final couple of corners, now the final corner, Ryan wins the British Grand Prix here at BPRL, but will he keep the win?
Yes,
no,
he will.
And Spyrus Virus,
look at 1/10. 1/10.
Wow. Only 1/10. Only 1/10. They're very unlucky from Spyrus Virus, but he still claims P2, and Timon will take P3 after not the best of races. I'm sure he'll be happy with that P3 there. BJ collecting P4 with Boris Lander P5, LRB P6, Just Chris P7, Isotoast P8, Lego Minecraft after a devastating race, managing to score 2 points in P9, and MMA Slash will round up your top 10. Philip and Spies and Zeros just crossing the line. We got Q-Tip now. He's just coming along the back straight.
Gone 7 tenths quicker, so I think he prepared the last lap to set the fastest lap of the race. We'll see if he does it or not.
Yeah, he actually has. He's actually gone on fresh tyres. As you can see, he's on 1 lap old softs. So this might be the fastest lap. Can he get the fastest lap here? Can he take it off Lego Minecraft? Lego Minecraft currently holding 3 points, but can he hold 2 points?
Yes, he will. He take it.
Q-Tip, he does. He takes the fastest lap, and that takes the extra point off Lego Minecraft. He does get P14, but he does also get the fastest lap. So he can walk away being the fastest man on track here at the race in Britain.
Ryan, the Dutchman, has won the British GP. Congrats to him. Done an amazing job. We never know who could have won that British GP. Could have been anybody because of that race, with loads of safety cars, a virtual safety car, some contact. So Spyrus Virus in second place, 1/10 behind. I bet he must be frustrated to see that. Ilotty Timon in third ahead of BJ, who started down in 15th place. BJ has done an amazing job despite spinning at Cops. Has fought back our BJ in 4th place. Morris Lander in 5th ahead of LRB 6th. Just Chris in 7th ahead of I Stole Toast. Lego Minecraft in 9th ahead of Slash. Philip P in 11th place ahead of Spies. Zeros, Q-Tip, Cam, and there's your DNS 15th downwards. ILT Pet was the first man to go. Continuing his bad luck, but hopefully that will end the bad luck and you will get back up there.
You know, it was a great race. A lot of battles. A lot of collisions. I think just a bit more than SHR, but overall I did enjoy that race. It was a great race again, and yeah, great race. So hopefully some of the drivers can join for interviews.
You want to do interviews? Oh, you really want to do interviews? I'm too tired to do
Sorry for
them.
delaying your break. You're chilling out time, but
Oh, I want to watch Netflix.
is it? We're gonna have to do interviews.
Can we leave it for this week because of what's happened, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave the interviews. Sorry about that one. Sorry, Yxnglightz.
Yeah, it's fine. But we had a great race. Q-Tip did actually take the fastest lap off. Yes, it was a great race. Silverstone, Britain, known to present great overtakes, great racing. Yeah, so it's also done it. And next week, here at BPRL, we present to you the German Grand Prix, which also presents crazy weather, crazy racing, crazy overtakes, crazy everything. So we're going to be looking for a very dramatic race next week here at BPRL.
See you all next time at 8:30. And yeah, like always, massive thank you to Yxnglightz for commentating with me again. Always a massive appreciation.